What's up, you guys? I'm here by myself, as you can see, and I'm pretty sure you guys already know what this video is going to be about by the title. Just a little disclaimer, I am not here to bash anyone. I'm not here to seek attention. I am not here to play victim or anything like that. I'm simply here to let you guys know what's going on, share my side of the story, and tell the truth, because I feel like the truth needs to be put out. I don't appreciate being bashed on the internet. I'm not here to bash Keion or anything like that. He is a really good person, made a really big change in my life and helped me with a lot. So I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I, freaking hate him and all that stuff. So that being said, y'all sit back, get your popcorn, and stay tuned for this little story time. So to clear up some rumors, me and Keion did break up. If you have us on Snapchat, no, not Snapchat, Instagram, you guys will know that we broke up because Keion, he made a post saying he was single and all this stuff. And this was recently when I was in Atlanta. This was actually last weekend. I'm just going to start from the beginning. I want to let you guys know everything, and I'm going to let you guys know the truth. You guys know I kept it once since day one, and that's what I'm going to keep doing. So I'm not saying like after this video I'm not going to post anymore or anything. I'm going to stay on YouTube. I'm going to stay consistent on this channel. It's either you're going to unsubscribe or subscribe, whatever you want to do. It's up to you. You guys know that me and Keion broke up back in March this year, March 2018. And it was, the breakup was my fault. Like, I did something that was really bad. I twerked on a guy, and it was recorded and it was put on Instagram. Keion seen it. And, he got on Instagram, bashing me, calling me a hoe and things like that. Like, it just crazy stuff like that. And I personally don't appreciate that. I understand what I did was extremely wrong. Don't get me wrong, like I don't even understand why I would do somebody like that I claim that I love. That was just extremely wrong of me. And we got past that. Like, that's so old. It is now about to be November next week. So that was like hella long ago. This is now. So you guys know I did make a video. I don't know why people keep calling me. But you guys know I did make a video apologizing and letting you guys know what was going on and all those things like that. So, we're going to leave that in the past. That was that. What was done was done. I apologize to everyone. I apologize to my brand. I apologize to Keion. He apologized to me for getting on Instagram and bashing me like that and everything. So we got past that. Now it's like more problems. We broke up again, and I'm here to tell the truth that we never really officially got back together after March. And I'm here to tell the truth. I know you guys will probably be mad at that because we were making videos as if we were together. It was a lot of toxic and disloyal things that was going on while we wasn't together, which caused me not to take Keion back. So I'm just going to tell you guys everything that was going on, details, since my personal business was put on Instagram by him not too long ago. Once again, I am not here to bash anybody, but I'm simply here to just let you guys know the truth and what I've been through and everything like that. As you guys know, if you have me on my personal channel, you guys know I was going through a really bad depression stage. While me and Keion wasn't together, I was really depressed. I tried to commit suicide. I just wasn't myself. Like, I was a total different person. I shut down. I don't know, like, I was really going through it. Like, I lost tons of weight. I was in and out the hospital and things like that. This is like hurting my stomach thinking about this because it's making me hurt all over again. And I'm trying not to cry. So while we wasn't together, Keion did a lot of disloyal things, and I don't appreciate him playing victim on social media the past weekend. I'll tell you guys everything and why we led up to where we are today, not together. So while we wasn't together, Keion was messing with another girl. I'm gonna put everything in a nutshell. So while we wasn't together, Keion was messing with another girl. I'm not even gonna get to her because that's a whole different story. I'm not even gonna get to her. I don't even want to talk about that thing. But yeah, he was messing with another girl, and it got to where it shouldn't have been. You guys know what goes on. He was spending at her house every day. Keion did a story time on this. You guys know what he was doing. He was spending at her house every day. They were having sex, unprotected, and all this other stuff. He'll come have sex with me unprotected, and I felt like my health just wasn't cared about. You know, that's just something you don't do. You don't have sex unprotected with someone else and then the next day have sex with the person you love unprotected. You could have gave me anything, you know, and that's my health, you know, and I take my health serious. So that was going on. I didn't appreciate that. One day I called his phone and she answered my phone call, heard him in the background. Just so much stuff, man. Like, I don't want to put it all out there because I don't want to make it seem like I'm bashing him, you know, but I just want to share my story and share what I've been through. Like, I was going through a lot and I was doing everything I can to get him back, and he was treating me like this, like putting a girl that's not even on my level physically or mentally, nowhere near my level, can't even compete if she tried. Putting this girl before someone that's been there for him since day one really hurt my heart and really tore me down. And to me, based on their DMs, they were in a relationship. Like, I don't care what anyone say, they were working on a relationship, in a relationship, whatever the case may be, they were together. And it just hurts because it's like he was telling me one, even though we weren't together, he was telling me one thing like, oh, we're gonna work on our friendship, then, you know, maybe we could work on getting back together, but we're still having sex. And I feel like you don't need a title in order for you to know what to do and what not to do. You know what I'm saying? We were together for almost 4 years and we had this brand, we had this bond, we had this loyalty, and for him to cross me like that really hurt my feelings. You know, him dealing with another girl and lying to me about it was just hurtful. And it was this one day where I really needed Keion. I think I was like stranded or something, and I was calling his phone, just like blowing up his phone. He turned his phone off on me, and the next morning there's a boomerang on Instagram of him and the girl laid up in the bed. So you already know what happened that night. And I just felt betrayed. Like, really? Like, what? So I'm not gonna say everything he did to me, but it was really bad. Like, it was, to me, it was really bad. It's just something you don't do to someone you so-called love. And this was happening for 3 months. He was dealing with this girl. So that was that. You know, I'm pretty embarrassed about it because, like, I felt like I was dumb during the process because I knew, like, people were telling me about this. Like, I kept hearing about this one little rat girl. And, like, I kept hearing about it and I just wasn't listening to it. I was just so focused on getting him back, getting him back, getting him back. Like, one day I had got us a room, decorated it nice, you know, had him dinner ready, like, bathed him and heck of stuff. And he came to the room after he was just with her, like, at a party or something. And he was dealing with her the day before that. Like, that's just uncalled for and that's just not what you do. You know what I'm saying? I don't appreciate him getting on Instagram playing victim like I'm such a bad person, but you're not really sharing details of what you did. You know, he made a story time, but it wasn't really detailed. You know, and I'm here to share my story and my side and, you know, just put the truth out there so you guys can understand why we are where we are now and why things might not ever work again. Dealing with her, it was just, you know, too much, so I had let him go completely. After I seen their DMs, it was this one day I seen their DMs and I just let him go completely. Like, I'm done, you could have her, she could have you, like, y'all live happily ever after, good luck with that. But yeah, I was done. And, you know, a couple weeks later, Keion hit my phone, like, oh, can we at least, you know, work on being friends, yada, yada, yada. I was like, yeah, but I want to take it slow. You know, I wasn't really into that because you know, what he was doing. And at the time, you know, we started progressing, you know, trying to work it out. And we had made a YouTube video. And I think it was like Q&A or something. The same day he posted his story time of what was going on during the breakup. And I'm sure you guys peeped the tension in the video. It was clear, it was in the comments, you guys were peeping in because it was tension. You know, Keion was still lying to me about the girl when I already knew, and then he eventually came, you know, forward and told me the truth that they were having sex and all this other stuff. It was clear in the DMs that they were having sex and stuff, but I wanted to hear it out of his mouth, even though it was in his DMs. You guys, it's a girl thing. It's a girl thing, definitely. But fast forward to us trying to work it out and stuff. Keion really wanted me back. He was doing everything he can to get me back. And I just wasn't having it, you know, like I was having it, but I wasn't having it. Like, I was trying to work it out with him. We weren't officially together. I just want to make that clear so you guys will understand where I get to in a minute. But we weren't officially together, but I was trying to at least give him another chance and really work it out with him because I really love Keion as a person. You know, everybody makes mistakes, you know. And just like I made a mistake, he made mistakes. You know, he forgave me. And it was just kind of hard to forgive him for what he's done because I would never go that far you know, with him. Like, I would never go and have sex with another guy for so many months unprotected and then turn around and have sex with you multiple times unprotected. Like, the health thing. It's a health thing, you know, and that's just something you don't do. So that was always in the back of my mind. Like, I guess you could say I was being toxic during the time we were trying to work it out, because I kept bringing it up. And I know that's not what you're supposed to do. Like, Keion would even talk to me like, you know, we're trying to work it out, so why you keep bringing this up? You know, and I was wrong for that, but it was just in the back of my mind. That thought was just in the back of my mind of him with that other girl. So I never really was able to trust Keion, and I felt like I wouldn't be able to trust him again. So I feel like that's really toxic. Like, I talked to multiple people and, you know, got everybody's opinion. Like, you know, I keep thinking about this. I really can't trust him. Like, you know, this is toxic and it's not healthy. We will never be able to have a healthy relationship. I keep bringing up him and the girl to him, and that's not healthy. Like, it doesn't really help him trying to get me back, and it doesn't help me heal. It doesn't help my heart heal, and it doesn't help my mind heal, so we could get back together and be good as one. But it's just him going that far. I felt like I couldn't really take him back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was still really hurt, and I felt like that was toxic. And I just felt like it was best for us to, you know, keep trying, you know, but things happen. Fast forward to me being in Atlanta. I was in Atlanta, and once again, me and Keion wasn't really together officially. And before I went to Atlanta, it was kind of clear, like, you know, I don't want to do this type thing. And he asked if I wanted my space. So I was in Atlanta, and I said, no, I don't want my space. Like, yeah, you better call me, boy. I don't want space. But it's like, I didn't really want to be with him, you know, because it was too toxic. So one day while I was in Atlanta, I wasn't replying to Keion's texts all day. If you don't know why I went to Atlanta, I went out there for homecoming, Clark Atlanta's homecoming. If you don't know, I do want to transfer to Clark. I am a college girl. So I did want to experience their homecoming. I wanted to experience the campus, like, you know, meet new people, things like that. And I had friends in Atlanta. So that's why I went to Atlanta, to experience homecoming. You know, I've never been to a university. I've always been to JC. So that's just something I wanted to do. So the day of the homecoming event, I wasn't replying to him at all, which was wrong. I think I was just a little too teed or something. I wasn't doing anything wrong like what I did when I was in Miami. I wasn't twerking on nobody or anything. It wasn't that kind of event. But I just wasn't texting him back. I was just enjoying my time on campus, you know, watching, you know, people dance and things like that. So he got mad and decided to get on Instagram, basically kind of like bashing me again. He said that he was single and he was tired of being disrespected and things like that, and all this other stuff. And it's like, we were never really officially together, so why are you getting on Instagram doing this again after you promised me you would never do something like this again, like the first time, and like putting our business out like that? So me, you know, I was wrong for what I did, which was I got back on Instagram and I basically replied to him saying everything he's done to me. I told everybody about how he was having sex with another girl, come have sex with me, how I caught his phone, how she answered. I went to a party once and he danced with her in my face, had her bouncing her ass on him in front of my face. Like, come on now. So I posted that on Instagram, and he replied and was like, yeah, I was fucking another bitch. Excuse my language. But he was like, yeah, I was fucking another bitch while we wasn't together, but at least I was doing it while we wasn't together. And Kianna wasn't giving me none for months and all this other stuff. And it's like, dude, come on now, man. You tried to work it out with me, and now you're throwing it back in my face that you was having sex with another girl while we wasn't together. Like, come on. That's low. That's hurtful. And for you to put out my business that I wasn't having sex with you for months was just completely disrespectful. And for him to say it was months, definitely didn't go months without having sex with Keion. There was a point in time where we went like 3 weeks or 2 weeks without having sex. And, you know, personal reasons. But I might as well say it now because my business was just put on the internet, and I just don't appreciate that. And yeah, so that's why we broke up, if you guys want to know. We were never really officially back together, so I don't understand why he acted that way and why he got on social media acting that way. And yeah, I just wanted to clear up those things. I'm not here to bash Keion or anything. I'm here to simply tell the truth. I am not playing victim. I know I did my wrongs. Keion told you guys in his video about my wrongdoings. But one thing I would never do is cross him like that and stoop that low. You know what I'm saying? If I really love a person, I would never do a person like that. But we're all human beings and we all make mistakes. And, you know, it is what it is. I am not stressed out, by the way. I am not depressed, but I do appreciate you guys being in my DMs and asking me if I'm okay. I am perfectly okay. I'm actually happy. I'm not happy that I'm single, but I'm happy that I'm stress-free, and I feel like I got a lot off my chest because, you know, trying to work it out with him, it was just this, like, I don't know, it was just this, I just didn't, how do I say it? Like, I'm trying not to cry. I just couldn't do it. You know, knowing that someone thought they had what I had was just beyond me. Like, I never thought Keion would do that to me, because like we had all these promises, we had, you know, this loyalty and all these things. I just never thought he would do me like that. You know, I understand I did him wrong, but one thing I never did was cheat. That's what he could never say that. And another thing he said, well, I wasn't giving him none for months, so he don't know where I was getting it from. Like, to me, that's childish. You can't assume somebody for cheating if they're not having sex with you. He knows, you know, a couple weeks he knows what was going on with my body, which is why I couldn't have sex for about 2 weeks. He knows what was going on with my body. So for him to say that was just, I don't know, like, it's not him. He has a lot of growing up to do as a man, and I have a lot of growing up to do as a woman. And right now, the best thing for us is not to be together. I am perfectly fine with that, and I'm pretty sure he's perfectly fine with that, obviously. So that's that. I hope you guys aren't mad or anything, or, you know, I'm not asking for sympathy. I'm not asking you guys to take sides. Hell no, because we built this brand together. Like, y'all support him, I support him, and y'all support me, he supports me type thing. You know what I'm saying? But it was just a lot of toxic things going on while we weren't together that I didn't speak on, which caused us not really to get back together officially, and what caused the breakup now, like split, done, not gonna happen anymore. So it was that. Like, I feel like a lot of people thought I maybe like twerked on another person since I traveled somewhere again, because the way he was making it seem on social media, when it wasn't that deep. It's because I didn't text him back. So I guess that's me being disrespectful. I don't know. I honestly don't know why I wasn't texting him back, but I wasn't texting him back. So that was that. Like, I don't know. I'm growing as a person. I am growing as a woman. I have, you know, many opportunities for me. Hairline actually launches next month. I am moving to Atlanta in a few months. So I have a lot going on for myself. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and stress over somebody. I'm kind of mad at myself that months ago I let myself stoop down that low and get that depressed to where I wasn't myself. I was letting a man determine my happiness, and I never want to get that low ever again in my life. So I'm not going to allow myself to ever get that low ever in my life ever again. So with that being said, like, I am happy right now. I am content in my life. I am, you know, doing me. You know what I'm saying? Doing me. I'm growing as a woman. I'm growing as an entrepreneur. I'm growing as a YouTuber. I'm growing as a content creator for YouTube. I'm growing as a friend. I'm growing as a sister. I'm growing as a daughter. I'm growing as a woman. So I'm not going to sit here and stress over anybody, because life is too dang short to be stressed over anybody. And I just want to give you guys a little bit of advice, especially for my girls out there. Don't feel like you need to be in a relationship to prove anything to anybody, because that's something that I was doing. When Keion asked, you know, if he could work it out with me, if we could try to get back together, part of me didn't want to, and part of me was, this is me being honest, you know, I'm sorry, I'm a human being, I make mistakes. Don't judge me about this. But part of me was seeking validation from K-Squad, seeking validation from Instagram. I was doing it to prove a point, if that makes sense. Like, yeah, we got back together, you know what I'm saying, got my man back type shit. But deep down inside, I wasn't happy. I was pretending. All those videos we made after we got back together, I was pretending. I wasn't really happy, and I'm upset with myself for that, because I pretended to be happy for an image, you know what I'm saying, to be accepted. And I don't want anybody to ever feel like they need to be in a relationship to be accepted. You know, if you're not really happy with that person, don't be in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? And I was on live, and this girl said, you're just mad because you're single. That's another thing. Y'all, if you're single, you're single. Who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying? If you're in a relationship, good for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad because I'm single. I'm not mad because my relationship didn't work, I'm not mad at all. I am single, and like it's a lot of people that's single out here, and I don't want people to feel like they have to be in a relationship to be happy. Like, it does not work like that. You know, you don't need to be in a relationship to seek validation from anybody. You don't need to be in a relationship to prove anything to anybody, or just because you see cute couple photos, you're in this messed up relationship just so you can have that image on Instagram. It's not that serious. Like, be happy for you. That's what I'm learning, self-happiness. And I'm telling you guys, now that I don't have to pretend to be happy with someone that like did me shady, I feel so much better. Like, I feel relieved. I'm not stressed out. I'm not worried about anything but a bag. I'm getting to my money. You know what I'm saying? I want a lot of young girls to just look up to that. I want you guys to follow me on this new journey that I'm about to take. You know, I'm going to be vlogging more. I'm going to be on YouTube more. I have a hair company. You guys could, you know, purchase hair. Hello. Hello. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Okay, we'll get to that later. But yeah, so like, this is just a new journey for me. I'm, you know, this is just new life. Like, life happens. Another thing is, like, people think that us YouTubers are perfect and we don't go through stuff and relationships don't come to an end. Because I've been seeing a lot of YouTubers break up. It happens, you guys. And you guys be like, oh, such and such is our only hope and this and that. Like, you don't know what they're going through. They probably just don't show it. You know? So that's just not cool to me. Like, we're humans. Shit comes to an end. I don't know what else to say to that. Like, it just comes to an end. Like, everything is a life lesson learned. You know, I feel like this is a quote that I live by. Everything happens for a reason. And I feel like we should really take consideration of that, because it's really true. Don't ever doubt yourself in life. Don't ever be mad or anything like that, or don't ever question yourself. Just believe that everything happens for a reason, and don't stress over anything in life, because life is so short. Like, our lives can be taken away from us in a blink of an eye, and anything can happen to you in a blink of an eye. You will be sitting like, dang, I wasted all this time, you know, stressed out on this one person or doing this and that, when you could be doing so much more. Like, if you're really, I'm not saying don't be depressed and stuff like that, but if you are depressed, I just want you to get up, be happy, and do something that makes you happy, you know, because life is just so short. It's so short. Being depressed could really block a lot of blessings, to be so honest, or being stuck on one person could block a lot of blessings for you, you know. So I just wanted to put this out there so you guys can know, like, everything that was going on. Once again, I'm not here to bash Keion. I really love Keion, but I think it's best if we don't be together, and I'm sure he thinks the same way. I wish him nothing but the best, you know, to be successful. He's a really good dancer. I know he wants to dance and, you know, post dancing videos on Instagram, so I hope he goes really far with that, because he's extremely talented with that. Keion was not a bad boyfriend when we was together, so don't like go bashing him about things like that. Like, while we was together, he treated me like a queen. Like, oh my gosh, like, he was just the best. So I don't want to just make it seem like I'm bashing him, but, you know, people's true colors show when they're mad. And that a side of Keion showed while we wasn't together that I never thought he had, and it just shocked me. You know, a lot of relationships get over things, you know, especially things like that. Like, a lot of relationships could get over things, and a lot of people overcome a lot of things in their relationship as one. That's amazing. But I'm not everybody. I'm Kianna, and I can only handle certain situations. You know, I understand other people can handle stuff like that. You guys probably like, come on, Kianna, you know, you could have got over that and worked it out. But I'm my own person. I work out what I want to work out, and if I'm not able to handle something, then I don't have to handle it. Like, it's hard, you know, and I don't want to have a toxic relationship with Keion, because it would have been toxic. I wouldn't be able to trust him. Like, what's a relationship without trust, you know? I know he didn't trust me, but what he did was just on a whole different level. So I wasn't really able to trust him. I was always accusing him because of what he did, and that's just not toxic. It's not good for him, because he's trying to get me back. So that's like messing him up mentally. Like, come on now, girl, I'm trying to get you back, and I'm doing all this, and it's not good for me either, because I'm trying to trust this man, but I can't. So that's that. I just wanted to put that out there. I love you guys so much. Like, I hope you guys understood where I'm coming from. I hope you guys could take something from this video. Once again, I'm just here to tell the truth and let you guys know what was going on, help you guys understand why certain decisions were made, and I hope you guys could embark on this new journey with me. Like, If you guys want me to keep posting on this channel, let me know. If you guys want me to post on my personal channel instead, let me know. Or if you guys want me to, you know, post on both channels, let me know. The comment section will be turned off. You guys can reach me on my DMs if you have anything you want to say about this video. If you have something, you know, share something you've been through that's similar to this. Definitely, I'm open to talk to you guys. And also, if you guys, you know, want me to post on here or whatever the case may be, please let me know in my DMs. But the comment sections will be turned off because I just don't want to deal with all that. I'm pretty sure, like, he's going to get negativity. I don't feel like seeing that, and I'm sure I'm going to get negativity. But, yeah, you guys just let me know everything. You guys can follow me on Instagram at It's Poppy 4_. Add me on Snapchat at It's Poppy 1. That's the number 1. And follow your girl on Twitter at It's Poppy K, and K spelled K-A-Y. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys soon. Don't forget to slide in my DMs when you're done watching this. Peace.
You begging is a doozy, but beggars cannot be choosy. Been a queen for 8 summers, just tell them to call me Susie. This that Nikki, this that Oopsie, this Hennessy got me.